Hey guys, what's going on? Hope y'all are doing well today. It's a little warmer than the other day. I'm also playing a couple hours later, so the sun's a little bit higher in the sky even though it's behind the clouds. It's about, I don't know, 35, 40 degrees or so. We're playing at Renaissance Park in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Worlds were here in, I don't know, 2008, 2010, something like that. I'm not playing the gold course today because I don't feel like it. It's a beast. It's a monster. I don't want to deal with it. So we're just going to play the regular course, see how we can shoot, and get after it. All right, hole number one's about 300 feet. We've got a lot of narrow stuff here, bamboo on the left, a big rock out there, all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna throw the trespass, try and get it out there to the right, and then have it end up fading left for us. We just gotta avoid this tree on the right side. Oh no. All right, it came out. So I released that one on a hyzer, which I shouldn't have done. I needed to release that on an anhyzer, but with this narrow area, it kind of freaks me out to do that, but we popped out, so we should be in a good enough spot to approach the basket from here. Sit down. That should be really good. All right, we're starting off even. All right, hole two, par three. A lot of trees again at the beginning. We gotta just try and get through so that we can have a look at the basket. That was actually really good. We're down in a huge ravine, but we definitely have a look at the basket. So when I first moved to Charlotte about 8 or 9 years ago, I used to live out of the street from here, and I would come here all the time and just practice after work. Like this Renaissance was, I would say, was my home course for probably a year or so with how much time I spent here. It's definitely one of the hardest courses in Charlotte, especially if you play the gold tees. And there's like 3 different courses out here. So Rinsky's out here, this one's out here, and there's another one out here. But sometimes they don't have the tees or they don't have the baskets out that you want to play. So we're kind of just playing it by ear today. I'm not playing golds. I'm like playing the regular round, I guess. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, still par. Like right now, it says that there's no, or it says that we're on hole 4, but I didn't see another basket or another tee pad, so I'm probably just missing something. Because some of these baskets aren't here either, so again, we're just gonna play it by ear, but we've got a par 4 here. I'm just gonna play golds. That's just, whatever. I'm playing golds. All right, par 4, 386 feet. Throwing the core, just through the woods. Try and get around the corner, and then we can have a sidearm shot. Oh yeah, that's real nice. Yep. Woo! I think we might be looking at a birdie there, folks. Come on, that was in! It literally bounced off the bottom of the basket. Still a par. Come on. So hole number 1 and 2 are both par 4s for gold. And honestly, they weren't too complicated. The tee box of hole 1 is actually better on gold than it is on regular. And then the ones we played were par 3s. So yeah, we're sitting at par still. This is a really long hole down here. Just gotta rip it straight and see how we can do. I'm gonna throw the core again and just try and have it go as straight as possible. Kick right, please. I didn't see it kick right. I released that on too much of a hyzer. I came from down low instead of keeping it flat. We made it out, but I could have gone too far across the fairway. What did that hit? Oh, that looks so good. We might end up with a bogey here. Let's go. All right, I needed that, so we saved par there with a big putt. All right, so this is a par 4. As you can tell, we're going like uphill right here over this thing. We got a lot of trees, so I'm gonna try and throw the felon out there on a little bit of a S-curve, because if I can sit on the right side of the fairway up there, I'll have a good approach shot. Come right. You did not come right at all. Didn't come right at all. All right, that should put us in a good spot for a par still. I went for the safe play and decided to lay up. It wasn't worth missing. Don't worry, if I was playing a tournament, I would mark it. Alright, so that was actually a pretty good scramble on that last one. Whenever you're trying to get out of the woods, you gotta look all over the place. You gotta look up, left, right, all over the place. And then depending on where your feet are, obviously it's gonna change your angle. So I stood back on that so that I could get up into this one gap that I saw. So it's important to always kind of look around at all your angles. This one's a par 3. Pretty easy to get down there if you can avoid that tree in the middle. I'm gonna flick my felon, try and get to the left of it, and have it slowly get down there because there's a creek on the other side of the basket. Come right. I mean, the tree sent it to the right, but the disc should have come to the right. So the smart play right here is to lay up and just save par because there's a big valley on the other side of it and you don't want to risk missing and going for that. So I'm just going to lay up. And with all this foliage, the discs skip a lot, sometimes on top of it, so that's another reason to be careful. All right, still par on the golds. Let's keep going. Par 4, 465 feet, very, very narrow, but it opens up at the end. So if I can throw the felon exactly like I threw it on that last hole, have it fade down and then turn towards the right will be perfect. Okay, that might work. If I'd kept it lower and closer to the left side of the fairway, would have been a lot better, but that still works. Yeah. Heck yeah. So we actually landed in the perfect spot here because there's a little look here. The next look is about 40, 50 feet down that way. So this is a great spot to land. Whew, that was way too low. But that's a birdie, so we're 1 under now. Let's go, guys. All right, now this basket is down to the left in the trees. I'm gonna throw my EMAC Truth and just try and air it out and have it fade back in towards the basket. Get further. We can still get a 3 from there. Please sit. Oh no. I don't know where it went, if it rolled or not. All right, still 1 under. All right, so this is a super fun hole. Par 3, 285. I'm gonna throw a Raider, which is, I know, a distance driver. But I love the overstability of it, and I'm just gonna throw it out over the OB and have it fade back in towards the basket at the end. That look good. Let's freaking go. 2 under now. Huge putt right there. All right, hole 10. So for the back 9 guys, we're 2 under, which is pretty good. I think my best score here, which was when I was playing all the time, was like 8 or 10 under. And it's gonna take a lot for that to happen. Uh-oh. Hope everything's okay. Par 4 here, gonna throw the Raider. Try and turn it over at the entrance of those trees up there and then have it fade back left at the end. Oh, no, 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 no. Pick left, please. Oh, you don't want to be in those trees. Please skip. Thank you. I threw it low, but since it's uphill, it feels even lower. But we got a good skip, so we should have a good look at the basket for par. Get up. Yeah. Nice. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3. All right, so we should still be at 2 under. Putting with the fairway driver. All right, so 2 under. All right, hole 11 is 1,042 feet, par 5. I'm not that big of a distance driver, so my goal is just to get out into the open so that we have another shot at another full power shot, and then another full power shot until we get close enough to the basket. Please don't go in the bushes. Sit down. Oh. So this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. If it had been 10 feet out, I could have ran up and thrown it, but instead I'm over here at the bushes, so I have to sidearm it and just try and get it out in the open so that I have another full power shot in a second. Oh my gosh. Literally, what the freak was that? We're probably gonna end up with a bogey on this, y'all. All right, we gotta look at the basket, but it's gonna be for bogey. So one thing that may help some of you guys to know is that form is more important than power, probably the majority of the time. So if you're trying to rip it and it's messing up your form, don't do that. Use correct form, finish your shot, follow through, and the majority of the time you're gonna end up with a better result than if you're just ripping it and trying to get it as far as you possibly can. Long holes are just so intimidating to me because I feel like I try and muscle up, and I shouldn't be doing that. I think I should be throwing fairway drivers, honestly. And because the speed's lower, sometimes the glide's a little bit better. And I think that I can control them and actually get them further because I can get that spin and I can get that power behind it. But we're right up here, so we'll be able to get it under the basket and then get a bogey and remain at 1 under. All right, that should be a bogey, so we'll be at 1 under. All right, still 1 under. All right, so par 4, 617 feet. Yep, I'm gonna throw the escape and just get it out there. And then I have never thrown a roller before, or never tried to. This is a pretty open hole. I know you're supposed to use understable discs, so after I throw this, I'm gonna just try and throw a roller and see what happens. Come left, come left, come left. Where are you going? All right, roller time. That actually worked okay. A lot of guys on YouTube, obviously on like Joe Mez Pro and stuff, that throw rollers, like Simon Lazard and all of them. And it looks crazy, and it's such an epic shot. The grass is a little bit long here, but honestly, that roller ended up better than my shot did. And so, you know, maybe whenever I get to these open holes in the future, I'll try and throw rollers and see what we can make happen. No. All right, that should give us a good looking par. A little dirty over there. All right, still 1 under. So since this isn't a tournament or anything, we're just having fun, I'm gonna throw the Fury from Latitude 64 and I'm gonna try and do a roller with it, exactly like I did before. And I think we'll be in a good spot. Stand up. Yep. It didn't stand up, but it also didn't go deep in the woods, so we're fine. No, you didn't hold it. All right, sitting over there at 3. Dang it. Come on. All right, so we're back to even. All right, par 4. I'm just gonna throw the core straight as I possibly can, try and get it out there. These par 5s have been killing me. I mean, one of them's 1,042, the other one's 975. And I just don't have that kind of distance as a player. But I really want to try and finish up under par here on the gold course, and it'd be super cool. So let's see if we can get a good shot here. Yeah. That's in a good spot. All right, so you can see the basket out there on that island. We got to just try and set it up there so that we can get a par and hold on to par. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's perfect. All right, still at par. All right, par 3, 378 feet. I'm gonna throw the stag on an anhyzer because it's down there in the woods, and we should be good to go. That was beautiful. Come on. Oh. Dang it. Shoot, guys. That was to get under par. That was such a good drive. We're still even, and we've got, I don't know if we can get birdies on any of these last holes. No, yes we can. We're gonna do it, okay? All right, I'm throwing the Raider because it's overstable here. I want to get it back into the woods. Par 3, 362 feet. Yeah, okay, that was good. Whew. We still got a putt from there, guys, and a scary one. Two more holes. All right, par 4. I need to get it like 20 feet in front of the par 3 basket down there. So I'm gonna sidearm the felon, and then we're gonna go up to the right. Yep. Yeah. Nice, it's in a great spot. All right, I'm gonna throw the core and try and set it up there right next to the basket. Get up a little more. Ah, that's too short. All right, that'll be par then. All right, final hole, par 5, 775 feet. We're still par right now, so I would love to end up 1 under. So we'll see if we can get a 4. Yeah. All right, not a bad spot right there. All right, so from here you almost want to level or lay up, like down there by that fence, because the basket's on the right side, on the other side of a big ravine. So if you can get close to it, then you should have a good shot to anhyzer one in there. Down by the fence. Oh. All right, it's gonna be a big drive from there, but I think we can do it. So I don't think we can make it to the basket. There's a layup area on the left that I'm gonna go up to, just to try and throw from there. All right, that's a good spot. All right, I'm gonna run this putt. Sit down. All right, so that'll be a par. All right, I'm walking down these. Look at this. Crazy. Walking down these stairs now. Guys, this is only the second time since getting back into disc golf that I've played this gold course. It's pretty difficult, super fun though. But this is so, walking up, like, look at this. If anyone sees me doing this, they're gonna be like, what is that freaking weirdo doing? But we are, we're getting better. Obviously I do still have a lot of work. But shooting par on a gold course, where we were 2 under and had some pretty bad bogeys and stuff, makes me happy. If you guys enjoyed the video, obviously make sure to leave a like down below, and see you guys in the next one.